Hey, this is Craig with TQ Financial Services. We hope everybody's doing well. We are full swing into tax season, and we wanted to actually start a new video series that's going to be called Growing Your Business with Taxes. If you guys don't know, we are a big advocate of small businesses. Doesn't matter who's running it, women owned, minority owned, blah blah blah. They have all the labels in the world. We just want small business owners and everyone alike to grow and be able to produce and make more money in their small business. So in this series, we are going to look at some of the things that you can do as a small business owner to improve your productivity as far as your profitability, that profit margin, bringing more money to your business. There'll be simple things that you have not thought about. There might be some mentions of things, shameless plug, of that we talked about in our book, the biggest book of small business deductions, which is available on Amazon. Get it today. But realistically, we're going to be going over some of the avenues that people might have known about or actually have just never heard of. So today is going to be our first time talking about or going through this series, and so let's jump right into it. The first thing we're going to talk about, which I know everybody's going to think is so simple, it's record keeping, bookkeeping, keeping accurate records of your business. Now, a lot of you are thinking to yourself, that's not groundbreaking. We all know that. But did you know that the majority of businesses fail to keep accurate records of anything they do, and that's year round? And what we noticed is, and it's not just us, it's records, if you guys research it, you'll realize that a lot of small businesses spend so much time trying to grow and market their businesses that they have little or no time to accurately look over their expenditures. So we're going to explore some of the options that you guys have, things you can do yourself, of course, ways you can also maybe spend some money to actually accurately keep track of it, because at the end of the day, these income and expenses that you report are what ultimately dictates your profit and loss. So first things first, everyone's going to jump in and say, oh, QuickBooks, we use QuickBooks, and we use blah, 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 blah. And yes, you can use those services. There's a lot of software companies that offer those kind of services to help you keep track of where your money is going, right? As when you spend it and the money that's coming in. But you don't have to necessarily use those. One of the simplest ways you can do things is using Excel. As sorry as that sounds, and it's like, oh, we don't have time for it. Realistically, if you guys have vendors that are reoccurring, people that you're constantly paying or buying from, all you have to do is spend the initial time to set up a list of people or groups or companies that you're buying and selling from, and then every week, month, bi-monthly, whatever it ends up being, try to write in or look at all the expenditures and the cash flow that comes in through or from those vendors. You also have an age of full technology. In our book, the biggest book of small business deductions, yeah, I'm plugging it again, we end up talking a lot about the fact that you should keep your business and your personal expenditures separate. And one of the key points we push in there is get a business credit card. It's not because we want you to max out and go crazy with the amount that you have on the card. It's because a credit card gives you a chance to have an easy way of keeping an accurate statement and a list of all the things that you spend your money on. And it's a great way at the end of the year to see what's going on. Of course, you should do this monthly anyway, of what's going on in your actual business files. Where are we spending most of our money? My goodness, are we paying our debts, etc.? Again, record keeping is very essential for you to be successful. Record keeping is definitely something that will continue to help to improve your business, and it would be a shame for me not to tell you that one of the options, again, we talked about in the beginning of the video, that you would have when it comes to spending, besides QuickBooks or programs like that, is to actually hire a bookkeeper. A bookkeeper, which we have, shout out to Patrick, it does a great job of looking at all your transactions, the things going in and out, which is not my specialty. He's explained to me 1,000 times, we're going to reconcile the books and we're going to do this. I don't know what that means. But at the end of the day, it just means that they keep an accurate record of what's going on in your business. The bookkeeper also gives you the opportunity to spend more time doing what you want to do, which is working hard to bring more money back into your pocket and back into that business. So again, a record keeping procedure or person that you could use would be a certified bookkeeper, which is a great tool, especially if the pricing is comfortable, for a great asset for you and your business. The bookkeeper usually does a great job of putting together all your financial documents as well to help you file when it comes to tax time. And when we're talking about record keeping, it's not always about just the money that's coming in and out. You should always utilize things, of course, to make your life simple. Like we talk about MileIQ. We don't know MileIQ, but maybe any of those kinds of apps that give you a chance, especially as a small business owner, to accurately keep record of the business miles and personal miles driven. It's very, 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 very important to do that because, as you already know, if, God forbid, in the event of an audit, you're going to have to provide proper record keeping for all of these transactions. Because car expense is such a big and a hot topic, it's great to use something like MileIQ that gives you the ability to track both business and personal with a single swipe. All you have to do is keep that information. At the end of the year, it will tell you your totality, and you can use that same information to either get a standard deduction as far as a standard mileage rate that they give you to take advantage of that expenditure, or use it towards your depreciation. No matter what you do, that's your decision, and for you and your tax preparer to go ahead and discuss that. But that app and things like that will allow you to, again, have the accurate records already on hand. At the end of the day, all the things we talk about, making sure you use MileIQ, Excel, or having the proper documentation on your credit card statements, or actually using things like QuickBooks to record keep, are totally irrelevant, right? It doesn't help you to get the deduction if you can't keep the deduction. At the end of it, all that we're trying to do is make sure that in the event, and I know we don't like those words, of an audit, you can prove everything that you're talking about. So it's very, very, very important to make sure that you keep accurate records so that your business can be and stay profitable. Again, tune in. We're going to give you a couple more hints and to help you grow and improve the profitability of your business. If you have any questions, of course, give us a call, 800-413-1456. Always check out all of our social media accounts, as well as follow us on, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. We never say follow you. Check out our YouTube. I never plug YouTube, but I'm sorry, guys. Sebastian has beat me up 100 times about that. YouTube. Please don't forget, refer. Support small businesses. Support those who support you. And guys, any questions, again, give us a shout. You have a great day.